Fantastic. We are live. Hello, everyone. We are just going to wait for a few seconds and let people jump on. Obviously, let Facebook just roll this out and people be notified. So we'll just wait for a little while. I'm just going to check that everything is up and looking good. So just bear with me. Just check everything. Let's have a look. Everything goes slow, when you're trying to check things. So just checking that everything is live, looking good. Wonderful. So we're live on Facebook and the Industry Connect YouTube channel. So I've got a couple of people on here right now. Wonderful. Fantastic. So let's just kick it off because it's Friday night. And people might have places to go on a Friday night. But we're here. So awesome. Welcome. We've got 5 people on live right now. So welcome, everyone. Hey, just before we begin, we are going live using StreamYard. Okay, so for you to comment and ask any questions, what we need from you, if you haven't done this in a prior Facebook Live, what we do require is for you to click on a link that I'm going to put into our comments. And from there, once you've given StreamYard permission, then we can see your comments or questions, So that is there now in the comments section. So welcome, everyone, to our Facebook Live. We are so excited tonight to have Bruno Macedo here with us because he has secured a full-time position as a junior test analyst in only 6 months. He I'm going to let him actually give us the story, the download on his whole journey with us, because he has been he was initially engaged with us a few years ago. So I'm going to let him share that because that's his story. Okay. So congratulations. Welcome, Bruno. And thank you for your time on a Friday evening when you could be out celebrating with your wife, because it was just this week that you've had these amazing news. So thank you so much for your time.
Well, thank you. So it was a good surprise for the end of the week. So it all started my relationship with Industry Connect back in 2018, where I've heard about you guys and just went to an information session to know a little bit more about the program and how it worked, because I was really eager to break into the IT industry. So I just went to the information session. I had recently changed jobs at that time, and I thought it would be good just to see where I was and try to investigate a little bit more about Industry Connect.
Tell everyone, let's just step that back a bit, Bruno. Tell everyone where you're from and kind of like your background. Can you just give us a fuller picture of where you've come from and your kind of like background before coming to us?
Right.
That'd be great.
So I'm originally from Brazil, and I had a close to 10 years experience in banking. And as an account manager, I was managing like 500 accounts. Then I decided to move to New Zealand. I went straight to the cleaning industry. And in a couple of months' time, I was managing the branch in Wellington. And then I started to study, the basics, HTML, CSS, just basic languages. And then I decided that I liked the technology industry. And I started working for Canon, which is a technology company, but as just as a branch administrator, branch manager. Mm-hmm. And then I approached you guys again and wanted to really, dive into IT and study. And I chose testing after, doing some courses of development and testing here and there. It wasn't taking me anywhere. So I'm like, no, I need to do, the right thing and do, something that is going to take me somewhere and it's going to help me to secure a job. And I can't believe that, I'm in the end of the line now. So it's just incredible.
Yes. 6 months. 6 months. That's awesome going. And so you were in banking, you came to New Zealand, you worked with Canon, you love technology. You did a lot of self-learning, didn't you? You didn't come from a educational background as like you've done a degree in computer science or anything like that. So that's a real interesting journey, because there are a lot of people out there that are self-learners, are very motivated to do that. What kind of things did you touch on to kind of like, as you were learning before you came to us, what kind of things, and how did you get to the point of knowing that you want to be a test analyst? That's interesting, because I would say, if I look at you, and we've spoken a lot, I would say, wow, have you ever thought about BI, data analyst? Because you're very personable. You've done account management and all that kind of stuff. So tell us a little about, how did you come to that realization, I want to be a software tester?
Right. Yeah. So first, as I just mentioned before, I studied, HTML, CSS, and, just developed a little website just for me for practicing. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't that, I liked it, but because if you want to, change careers and start something, you need to like it. That's the first thing you need to like. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able, because it's a forever changing industry, and if you don't like it, if you don't have that, that eagerness to learn and to do it, you're not going to be successful. So
so not just chase money. It's about because what will happen is that the external will totally disappear, and then you won't be driven. But if you've got it inside you, that will always drive you, and the financial side of things will be like icing on the cake, so to speak.
Yeah. And so I just tried this and that, and I tried to look at my personality. I'm a pragmatic person. I have an eye for detail, so I'm always process oriented and this kind of stuff. So I just thought, maybe I'll do some testing. I have actually friends that are developers, testers. So I kind of started talking to them. And when talking about the day-to-day of a developer, a BI, a tester, I identified myself with, testing. But again, this is personal. I think you have to choose, something that you will do from, your own perspective, your own personality. So that's why I kind of, testing is my thing. And then I started, some small courses of automation, and of course studying, the life cycle of testing and the software development, just reading, watching YouTube videos. And then I paid some courses, but it wasn't like, they were serious, but they didn't have the structure that I saw in Industry Connect, where you basically, you take us from the beginning and you give us all the information, all the tools that we need to kind of succeed. And that's where I thought about testing, and that's why I chose you guys amongst, a lot of other businesses that offer, to, go to change careers, go to, IT, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I chose you guys, because I saw that structure, and having, talked to you guys in 2018, and I just started my course in 2020. So, you guys were stuck in my head, so I really believed that you could help me. And yeah, that's basically why I chose testing and go with you guys, because I really saw an opportunity there for me to actually do what I wanted.
Fantastic. And so let me ask you this, just so everyone knows, all of our programs are done remotely live via Zoom sessions on a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And also the internship that you're gifted with, which is a fully mentored learning enhanced, it's like an incubator with MVP Studio, also is done remotely because we're a global company. So to get the best of the best, to be able to help you, we need to pull from different countries even, you know. So tell us, how did you find that experience? Because you're working, I know you're working long hours, full time, fitting everything in. Were you able to make every session, or did you have to watch some recordings? Because everyone that's watching, every session is recorded as well. And we do have a Slack channel where the community within your program kind of gets together and they'll ask questions and they'll help each other. So tell us, you know, how did you navigate that, and how was your experience during that?
Right. So when I joined Industry Connect, I knew it was going to be hard, because working for at least 40 hours a week, and then I'll have to put more hours into, you know, studying. And you mentioned, you know, the sessions Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but it's not only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You study 7 days a week, and you know, you practice, you know, 7 days a week. You never stop. First things first, as I mentioned before, you have to know that what you want to do. Okay, I want to do this. And then I focused on where I am now, finding a job. That's what I focused on. Like if I'm tired or something, I was just thinking about the day that I'll be talking to you because I got a job.
Yeah.
Basically, you know, it's just like focus. But first you need to know what you want to do, focus on that, and then you go for it. So my routine was working the whole day from like 8 to 5. So the classes, the sessions, I think they started at
8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. Yeah. So I would go to the gym or for a run, do some weights, or, you know, do some cardio to kind of, you know, just get rid of all the stress and sweat it all out. And then shower, dinner, and then I was ready for the sessions. So my head was clear, so I could focus on, you know, everything that I was going to learn. I always watched all the classes live, because I prefer this way. I think it's good that you can, you know, if you're live, you can ask questions and engage with everyone live. And yeah, on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I was just studying, engaging with the community. As you mentioned, you have a Slack channel where you can talk to your peers and, you know, just ask questions, see where they are, if they can help you, or if you can lend a hand to someone. So it was basically 6 weeks of that, just, you know, following this routine. And then I think it was a public holiday. I think it was October or November. I started in July. So it was my first day off. Not
Queen's birthday.
Birthday. Yeah. That was my first day off since July. So It was 7 days a week. And, you know, just studying and working on, you know, the exercises that the tutor passed on to us. And then when I started the internship, then you have access to a whole lot of it's a different world, you know. You have the question hub where you have heaps and heaps of people that can help you. You have questions asked already, where you can, just relate. You just type in what your problem is, and maybe someone has already asked that question, so you can check that. Your colleagues, your peers, they actually have more knowledge now, so they can help you as well. You can help people as well. So you build like a huge family. You're in a huge family where everyone can help you for whatever you wanna do, or everyone can help you with that. So when I was doing the internship, my routine changed a little bit because I was focusing more on weekends. So I was basically dividing my week in 1 or 2 hours per night only. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. So on Thursday nights I had, football practice. So I would just, Tuesday's my day, my night. I'm not going to do anything. And then I was working for like 2 or 3 hours every night. And then on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, I would, just go, 6-8 hours at least, just working on that, studying. So it's important that you have a routine, because if you say, I'm not going to do anything today, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, you're not going to do anything. So just establish a couple of hours a day that is feasible. There's something that you can do, you can do, and just follow that, and you can change it along the way, but just have a routine.
That's good advice. Yeah, routine always is able to help you. Because I always say that it's those little steps, even if it's just an hour, at least your mindset is moving in hour lots. I'm doing an hour tonight. So your mindset has changed, and then you can up that as you go, but you've got to have some kind of schedule so that you have things, so you're able to manage it. It's just like anything, things are going to come at you during life, and left, right, center. How are you going to manage that is all about how you're going to fit it into your routine. Everyone has a routine, even if you think you don't. You might only have a routine for a morning or an afternoon or an evening, but everyone has got some type of routine where if you actually were honest with yourself and you looked at it, you would see gaps of time. You might spend 2 hours on Netflix. You might spend 2 or 3 hours scrolling Facebook. But hey, stop and watch this one. But I'm just being really honest, taking it from my experience, as you see these kind of like things that just become a norm. But if you really want something, if you know what you want, like you said, know what you want to do, what's your passion, and go for it, be committed to it, and set up this routine, you're going to get there faster than someone that might know their passion, but, that they might not have a routine. It might just in the weekend I'm going to do it or anything like that. But it's that consistency, because consistency is going to basically bring that whole picture together quicker than just doing it on a Saturday or something like that. Yeah.
And your body likes that, your body likes routine. If you wake up at the same time, if you go to bed at the same time, you see your body likes that. So with learning, you're exercising your brain. So it's within your body. So it's, of course, you're gonna be able to succeed and find more time if you have a routine. So, the routine is really important. You have to be driven, and you got to have a routine. Yes,
totally. I totally agree with you that. And like I said, I think that's a big part of, especially if and most of our people are working full time. Let's face it, you've got to have a roof over your head. You've got to put, food on your table for yourself. And if you've got a family, obviously you've got more commitments. So to use wisdom, and when you're wanting something, you look at that and you set a time aside for that specific thing. So well done. That's awesome, because I know you were really busy. So you started on the 27th of July, wasn't it? Was the intake? And we actually, everyone that's watching, we actually interviewed Bruno to see how he's going through the actual program. I think it was in August, so it might have been about halfway-ish, three or something like that. And obviously with everything that that transpired over last year, which was an interesting year, we didn't actually get to catch up a lot because you were busy in your job and everything. So we've got this amazing time to catch up only 6 months later, and here you are with a job.
Yeah, it was exactly first day of the course, 27th of July. I signed the contract 27th of January.
Wow. Oh my gosh, you did too, because we're having a chat. That's right. Yes, 27th. Exactly. Wow, timing. And so when do you start your new position?
So yeah, I have to, give the normal 4 week, a month notice.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll be starting on the 1st of March. Right.
Fantastic. And you're, like I always say to you, you're part of the family now. You're never going to be alone anywhere. When you're wanting to move up the ladder, into intermediate and senior level, and need help to navigate that kind of, because a new realm, when you start moving up in your career, we're there for you as well. So you're always part of the family, the Industry Connect family and the MVP Studio family. So we're always there for you. You're always connected with us. You've got to reach out to us and just, even just have a chat. It's all good.
Yeah. Thank you. I will.
So, there is a lot of people that, hi, Enoch. Yes, you've got a question, Enoch. Please just put that question in there. Okay, I would like to know actually how useful the program was. Okay, so Enoch, you can watch prior to this. Like you said, you could come in a bit late. So Bruno's actually spoken about the program, but do you just want to cover off, Bruno, again, just overview of what the program was to you, how it helped you?
Yeah. So you have the first part of the program, you have, the theory. So you have a tutor that it's actually going to talk to you about good practices, the theory around it.
Can I just jump in there as well, just so everyone knows as well? All of our tutors aren't like, I suppose I put it like this: all of our tutors aren't like university lecturers. They're actually working full time in the industry and have been for quite a few years. So they come with a wealth of knowledge, not just theory. So when they're talking theory, they're actually also bringing the practical into the theory kind of like conversation about that. So sorry, Bruno, carry on with that.
That was actually pretty good, because my tutors, they actually brought some real life experiences from their workplace to the course. What I was talking about theory was more about, giving you just a base of how this works. And then they would go straight to exercises and showing what happens if if something goes wrong with your code, or why you shouldn't do this or why you should do that. Good practices, it's like you learning a new language, basically. They just tell you what to do. There are a lot of exercises because I learn by doing it. I love watching, the sessions and everything, but I have to do it myself. So you have heaps of space to do that. You also have, and then you start, for the test analyst, then you start coding after, some time. So you actually do stuff while learning. And once you have this, all this information that you need and this knowledge, you go to the internship, which is also online. And what you do is you learn by doing it, but you have your mentors as well. So you always have someone to give you, give you a hand if you need. The tutors always are available. You message them; they're always there to help you. So you're never alone. You actually have a lot of people to help you. So you go to the internship and you actually learn by doing it. So that's hands-on. And that's when you feel prepared to, let's say, go to an interview. You kind of understand the questions that they're going to ask, or why they're asking this, why this would be important or not. And then the team at MVP Studio comes in and helps you with, everything else. So it's a combo of theory, good practices, hands-on, real life experiences, and you're ready for the job market.
Thanks for that, Bruno. So Enoch, I hope that's helped you to be more clear on kind of like how the program was useful for Bruno. So thanks for that, Bruno. When you get to the MVP Studio with the internships, as you do 6 weeks of the Job Ready program, then after that, you get gifted an internship with MVP Studio, which is a 3-month plus internship. So what we mean by that is that we see at the 3-month mark, you should have enough experience to put onto your CV if you've engaged with the tasks, your onboarding, etc., to put on your CV. And if you feel confident enough, this is a big thing. If you're confident enough in your skill set to start applying, looking for jobs that match your skill set and start applying for them, MVP Studio also become your reference, which is a big thing because a lot of people that come out of university haven't got commercial experience and don't have anyone to be a reference for them. So I think that's a massive thing for most of our people, especially when there are personal reference checks. MVP Studio become your referees as well, because everything is logged on what you were able to do through your tasks, etc., on the projects. So that is basically in a nutshell of what to expect when you join Industry Connect, Enoch. So hope that's helped a few of you too, because you most probably had a bit of those questions in your head as well. So I thought I'd just put that out there. So just to kind of like wrap up, Bruno, it is a Friday evening, so in New Zealand. So Bruno, just what would you say? What tips would you give? I know there's a few people that are kind of like still thinking, oh, is this for me? What would you say to them if they're still thinking about, is this for me? What would you say to them? What tips or anything would you say to them?
Right. Yeah. So as I said in the beginning, is first thing is get to know what you like. So I would suggest read about the subject that you think you'd be interested. Just there's heaps of material on the internet that you can read about. There are videos on YouTube of people saying, how is a day-to-day of a software developer or a tester or a BI or a data analyst? Anything, you're going to find it, and they're going to explain what they do and why they do things. You also, it would be good to talk to people, as more as you talk to people, you kind of understand what they do. And if it's boring for you, maybe it's not boring for them, but kind of check if your personality matches with a day-to-day from whatever you want to do, developing, testing, BI. So I would say the first thing is like, make sure that this is for you, because in this industry, if you are just doing for the money, let's say, and you're not, so keen on whatever, the technicalities, you're not going to succeed, because you need to like it. You need to have that, that spark that's going to make you just go for it and keep learning, because it's a forever changing industry. You're going to be constantly learning. When you learn something that's, your next step, you're going to stop and, okay, I need to learn that. And so just, you have to make sure that you like it. And then after that, I would say, just go for it. Because that's what I did. Working full time, tired, and I just went for it, and I'm here today. Keep the focus on, never give up. Sometimes you're just gonna think, maybe this is not for me. maybe this is too much, maybe I'll give up. No, you won't, because if you're driven enough and if you know what you want, you're not gonna give up. And also you have heaps of support from the whole team of Industry Connect and MVP Studio. I've had chats with Carla many times, so you always have people to talk about anything and to help you. So it's basically know what you like, study a little bit before, talk to someone with a software tester, for example, that is a tutor, and ask him if testing is what you like, or software developing is what you think it is, and then you see if you like it or not. But basically, know what you want, and when you want it, go grab it. Don't wait. Just go for it.
Awesome. Fantastic. I agree with that. I think that's a good analogy to actually carry in life. Know what you want, and just go for it.
Yeah.
And it's just really simple. I think we make it very, very complicated, but it's very, very simple. And know that nothing's going to come easy. It's going to take a bit of skin, a bit of blood and sweat and tears sometimes. But in the end, if that is your passion, if that's what you really want, it will just pull you forward, and you'll want it even more so. And don't let anything stop you from where you want to go. Yes.
Sorry. I just think another thing that sometimes you're going to think it's not possible, but just think it is possible. You can do it. You just have to want to do it. So
it's so true. You're just going to have to want to do it, and know that it's not going to be handed to you on a silver platter. Nothing is in life. Let's be really honest here. Nothing is ever a guarantee. Only thing you can control is your mindset and what action you take. Your mindset and what action you take. Those are the only things in life you can control. You can't control anybody else. It's only your mindset and what action you take towards what you want. Enoch, yes, there are some extra opening dates. We do have some other dates. Enoch, I will just get them for you because they've just gone out of my mind. So I'm just going to jump in and just check those for you so that everyone else here that's listening as well can actually see what they are. So just one moment, because it's just gone out of my mind, as they do, things happen.
And it's a Friday.
It's a Friday. Exactly. It's been a long week, everyone. So the next one after the 15th of February is the 29th of March and then the 10th of May. So there are the next intakes, 29th of March and then 20th of May. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. I hope we have answered a lot of your questions that might have been floating around in your head. And thank you so much, Bruno, for your time this Friday evening, for sharing your journey. And congratulations again from all of us at Industry Connect and MVP Studio team and everyone that's been part of your journey with you when you start on the 27th of July. Oh, yeah. I just wanted to add in here too. I won't say her name, but everyone, a lovely lady that started in Test Analyst with Bruno actually got the other position at the same company. I might actually interview her. So keep tuned. Thanks so much again, Bruno.
Thank you. Thank you very much for, all the support. We'll definitely keep in touch after that. But thanks for, everyone, all the support and thanks for the time to if I can help one person tonight, that's going to make my day. So thank you for the opportunity as well.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Bruno. Bruno, if you just stay online. Thanks, everyone. We'll catch you again next week with another live, okay? Have a wonderful weekend wherever you are in the world. See you. Bye.